Hello, Sports Recap fam. I'm going to try to start a new series this season. I'm going to call them True Thursdays. Thursdays are the end of my week. I get out 3:15 and gets you closer to your Sports Saturday. So, in this episode, I will talk about UNC's 3 things to buy, 3 things to sell from the SCAR game last Thursday, and 3 things to look forward to this Saturday when we play Middle Tennessee State. Buy the defense. I remember last year our defense gave up everything. The little plays and the big plays and everything in between. When we played SCAR, the bottom kind of fell out. Well, let's be honest. The bottom did fall out in the first quarter. But those points came from big plays. Like the ball that was thrown over on Trey Boston's head or that stuff. The 75-yard touchdown run in the third quarter. Those plays. 4 plays accounted for 20 of SCAR's 27 points. So that is a cause for concern. But last year, I remember watching teams dink and dunk against us up and down the field at will. And South Carolina could not do a lot of that outside the first quarter. So that's definitely good news. We're making some strides, so that's good. Sell the inaccuracy of Renner. It may have been first game jitters, I imagine it was, and the fact that we were playing at SCAR. We don't play in those kind of environments every week, so that was pretty big. He just seemed very inaccurate on a lot of his throws, just very pressured and stuff. So that wasn't good. I expect that to be a lot better as the season go on. SCAR is the best team we'll see all season. So I'm glad we're getting this reality check in week 1 instead of getting like a setback later on. Buy the duo of AJ Blue and Romar Morris. Those 2 backs I thought did a very great job of rushing. When the O-line blocked the right way, AJ Blue was gone. I think he lost some weight, definitely hit the weight room. He looked a whole lot quicker than I remember him being. But that's definitely a good thing. And Romar Morris, they made some plays against SCAR's vaunted defense. So I was very impressed with that. I think our running backs, we have capable running backs. Will we replace Gio? Probably not. But we got more than capable running backs to run this Fed spread. Sell the Renner option package. I'm going to come back to this later. But Renner is not the most mobile person in the world. And I'm really shocked that anytime we run options with Renner, that the defense don't automatically crash into the running back. I'm still shocked after like a year in the game that people don't do that yet. But it puts Renner, it just exposes Renner, and he can get hurt because the defense gets a green light to really lay him out if he keeps the ball. I don't like that. And it's not producing yards because the only person producing the yards out of him and the running back is going to be the running back, regardless of whether it's AJ Blue or Romar Morris. That's just the truth of it. So I don't like that package. I'm just really selling that period. Option packages and Renner do not get along. So that just really needs to go. Buy the tempo. It was most evident at the beginning of the second half where we took like 17 plays, just moving SCAR's defense down the field slowly but surely. Hands on hips and everything. From Jadeveon Clowney and all down the D-line. That's what the Fed spread wants. We want to make the defense tired and make them work. Eventually SCAR did force us to kick a field goal. But the big thing here is that we're moving quickly, and when we move quickly and we move efficiently, we're getting the other defense tired, and we can score some points. The point of the Fed spread is also to wear these teams out as the game goes on. And as we see teams that don't have defenses like SCAR, we should be able to enforce our will better as the season rolls along. And sell special teams. Now, I think the biggest play in the special teams was TJ Thorpe missing that muffin the punt. The ball hit the ground and SCAR got another possession when we could have really closed in on that game. He just happens to be the person in this specific game. But special teams have not been playing well for quite some time now. The thing is, Fedora has promised game-changing plays on special teams, but what we are getting game-changing plays on special teams, but we're getting them against UNC. And that's not good. So, at the very least, we should even out on special teams and not give the other team advantages. Game-changing plays are supposed to work in our favor, so we need to work on that. Because from Georgia Tech game comes to mind, I think there was a mishap in the Maryland game. We gave up quite a few kick returns last season, especially towards the end. Special teams held its job early on, but as the season really tailed off, we started having game-changing plays against us, so we need to work on that. So those are 3 things to buy, 3 things to sell. Three things to look forward to this Saturday when we play Middle Tennessee State. Number 1 is further improvement of the defense. In our first game against Scar, I thought we played really well. We didn't give up we did not give up the little plays. We didn't allow Scar to just dink and dunk down the field at will. And I said the defense would really be improved. Now, UNC as a whole should not be overlooking Middle Tennessee State. This is a team that went into Atlanta and beat Georgia Tech's behind. They beat them by 3 touchdowns. So we don't bring our B-plus game at least, we're in trouble. I thought defense bought their A- game against Scar. 4 plays, 20 points. That's really bad, but for most of the game they played extremely well. And keep in mind, Scar is bigger, better, stronger, faster. So we're not going to have a lot of that this season. Our schedule doesn't allow that. So I expect our defense to improve even further. Number 2, Eric Ebron. I didn't think Eric Ebron had a really good game against South Carolina. Some of that was probably Brent Renner, his inaccuracy. Some of his throws to Ebron were they were a little sketchy. But Ebron had chances to really insert his athletic prowess and jump into the air, catch the ball, just get a couple catches that he left some catches out there, let's be honest. So I expect him to bounce back. This is a guy who Fedora expects to have 12 touchdowns. He expects to have 12 touchdowns this season. So I expect him to step his game up. Number 3, the presence of option plays this game or lack thereof. When the option is played this season, Brent Renner should probably not be the quarterback of these option plays. Where I was informed that Marquise Williams was supposed to be a big part of the offense, not necessarily a lot of plays, but when it comes to these option plays, Marquise is a much better option than Brent. He's more mobile. He gives them a better threat. We got a double threat out on the field when we run those option plays. They're way more effective that way. And the only time we saw Marquise last game was when Brent Renner got cramped up and he had to go out for a play. So we need to fix that. We're going to keep running these option plays. We need to bring Marquise in the game and run some option plays. We'll be more effective with it. Give the defense even more to think about. That's just stuff to make our team better. We just need to really get on that. And as far as Marquise is concerned, are we just sticking with Brent with everything? Because if we're sticking with Brent with everything, we need to throw our option plays out. That's the truth of the matter. It's a waste of plays, and it's costing us inefficiency and causing 3 and outs. If nothing's off limits, then bring Marquise in and give us some option plays. Throw everything at the opposing defenses. Give them things to look at and really just take it to them. But don't give Brent the option and let the defense feel good about what they see. Because if I'm a defense and I see Renner doing the option, I'm going straight to the running back. Whether it's Romar Morris or AJ Blue. That's just what I'm thinking. So we really need to get on that. I expect UNC to have a really darn good opener against Middle Tennessee State. This will be Fedora's second year, and I'm expecting huge things. Last year, Fedora just came in. He forced his style on the field, but he didn't really change anything off the field. This year, nothing's off limits. We already saw the Argyle in the end zones. I was told that we have an in-house DJ this year. It's going to be crazy in Kenan Stadium this year. We're getting towards to where we want to be. Now, the on-field product will get better. I think it probably is better this year. We don't know because we played Scar. Scar's a darn good team, so don't discount that. But I'm feeling pretty good about where Fedora's taking us. He's trying to install football culture. He's doing a darn good job. I can't wait. I'll be there on Saturday, so I'm looking forward to this. Thank you for hearing me out on this, and go Hills.